one, you might want to take some notes here because these are important pointers. How to keep a budget. So we do a zero-based budgeting at the starting of the month. So a budget is all about telling your money, spending your money even before you get it. You spend your money in your mind. You spend your money on paper before you get the money in your bank. Okay. So budgeting to zero means you're giving. So imagine money are all your employees or your teammates, right? Like they say, money is a great slave but a terrible master. Imagine they're all your slaves. Okay, we don't talk about slavery so much these days, but let's imagine they're all your slaves. You won't say, okay, 7 out of the 10 people, 7 people are given jobs, 3 people are not given any jobs. Would you do that? You try to get work from everybody, right? A zero-based budget is where you say, I have so much income, and I'm going to align each of this penny into these various expenses. Okay, so we'll talk about what all expense items and how you prioritize them and all of that. We will just talk about them. But a zero-based budget at the beginning of the month is how you do a budget. We'll be sharing some tools with you that you can use. We have online tools also that Harsh will be sharing with us, which you can use. But just remember that a budget is something that's done at the beginning of the month and not at the end of the month, and it's done zero-based. So every single penny that you earn is aligned. It can simply mean, okay, so, oh, there's some extra money, I'm going to put it away to repay my loan. Or there's some extra money, I'm going to give it away. There's an extra money, so I'm going to put it away for some expenditure that's going to come in the next month, right? So every penny is accounted for, and that's how we start with doing a budget, right? The next one is please do the budget together with the partner. There's no one person doing the budget and giving money to the other person to spend. Budgeting is something that has to be done together, and only then it'll move forward. Otherwise, you'll get stuck and you'll say, okay, chhod do abhi, let's not get into this kind of conversations, right? So budget is something that has to be done together. So you'll have to get your partner on board on this. And typically in any relationships, if you have a larger goal to achieve and both of you can look at that goal and dream of that goal together, then getting these things together is a lot easier. Doing this together is a lot easier. So try this. Budgeting to me is a romantic activity. Frankly, personally, I've had great relationship improvements once I started doing budget, because now we're thinking together, we're dreaming of the same things, and we accountable to each other, we're communicating and we're cooperating, right? So do the budget together with your partner. Next one, every month is different. You don't do a budget once and then try to stick to it for 6 months, 1 year, whatever. No month it is cast in stone. So this month is November. I know Diwali is coming. I am going to estimate a little more for groceries. I'm going to estimate a little more for gifts, right? So every month is different, and keep your budget specific for that particular month. Okay. So every single month, that's why we said first Sunday of every month we will meet. So it's a commitment to doing this budgeting every single month. Are we okay? Budgeting is romantic, Himanshu, try it. Okay, so how to keep a budget? Start with the most important categories first. What are the most important categories? Tell me, what are the most important categories? We are on a mission to build wealth. So what should be our number one category in your budget? Essentials, daily.
Savings.
Savings.
Paying yourself first, Bula.
Yeah, savings. Yes. So we keep seeing this all the time. You've heard it many times. Warren Buffett has said it. You spend what you left after you've saved. So you first save, then you give, then you put your necessities and essentials. Yeah. So we will talk about these categories in the sheets that we will share. You will see that the number one item is saving. The number two item is giving, right? And then comes all your essentials and daily needs and all of that stuff. Yes. So start with the most important categories first. Don't be scared to pick up that scissor and trim. Okay, you're seeing Ujjwal on the screen. She is one classic example of trimming expenses and keeping her hands tied up, right? Don't be scared to trim. It's liberating when you can trim your expenses. So you will identify, it becomes just clear, it becomes obvious to you what needs to be trimmed. You pick the scissor and trim because the 10 crore is important. Okay. Okay, make a schedule, not just for this meeting, of course, for this meeting, make a schedule to spend. For example, we have a schedule key every alternate Saturday, we will do grocery shopping, right? On Sundays, we'll do vegetable shopping, right? So you make a schedule so that you have some kind of a method going around it. So you make a schedule for your activities wherever your expenditure goes. So people have schedules on eating out. They're saying, okay, the last Saturday of the month they eat out, or the movies. So have a schedule to your life, which is amazing. Create a buffer. So things go wrong. Himanshu, this is probably an answer to your question. So things go wrong. I'm not, sticking to my bucket. Create a buffer. Don't go a tight budget, right? We need a zero-based budget. I'm not saying no. We need a zero-based budget, but keep a buffer. Saying have a miscellaneous item, a miscellaneous head in your, in your budget sheet. Let's say you allot 10,000 rupees to that miscellaneous, and then you will see. But if there's something left, you can always add it to your saving or repay loan or whatever. But create that buffer so that you have an easy, you enjoying the process of budgeting. It doesn't become something like, that's strangling you. Create a buffer. And of course, track your progress. The budget is not something that you put it and then you file it and then you forget about it. So it makes something of interest 40 years later. This is what my budget was. That's not the point. Track your progress towards your budget. Okay. Yes, and this I can say with personal experience, stop using your credit cards. That's simply an amazing tip. Just stop using your credit cards because you have no control over your expenses. When you use credit cards, you buy the most expensive things. When you use credit cards, just imagine money, cash, hard-earned cash going out of your hand. You will feel that. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. Stop using credit cards and you see that difference happening. Use cash for certain categories that trip you up. So when we talk the budget sheet, you'll know more about it. Use cash for certain categories. For example, I know that when I eat out or when I go grocery shopping and I'm just pushing that cart and I see many interesting things, I just take them and put them in my cart and then go bill it. I don't know what the bill amount is. I'm just flashing my credit card and then that's 10,000 rupees. Right? So now we have budgets, we have envelopes for groceries. So I have to take out 2,000 rupee notes and go for my grocery shopping. And if the 6,000 rupees is not enough, I'm taking things away from my basket and putting them back. Okay, so use cash for certain categories that trip you up. This is an amazing tip. Amrita, credit cards judicially. Frankly, credit card is a behavior. It's very, very difficult to keep control of your expenses. Try using cash and see what happens. And then you will realize that not having credit card bills is such a relief in your head. Such a relief in your head. When every time I've seen, when I get in money and I already know I have to pay 20,000, 30,000 towards my credit card. And the month that I don't have to pay that credit card bill is liberating. It's just liberating. I can ask somebody to talk about it right now, but yeah, I'm trying to break that habit. It's helping. Yes, it totally helps. Just take those credit card, makes a nice little collage and put it up somewhere. Enjoy doing some, fun activity with your credit card, tear it up and burn it up or do whatever. Just stop using credit cards. It's liberating. I'll tell you what, whenever I've gone out or hung around with people who I think have made it in the 10 crore club, the rich people, I've never seen them use a card. They always take cash or a debit card. They don't use credit cards. They don't do loans. Okay, so we talk more about loans. All of that is coming your way. Yeah. So Vijay, these are all things that we tell ourselves, that I'm in control. So it's not only about paying your credit card on time. That's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about what are you spending using your credit card? What is it that you're spending on using your credit card? Okay. So you without a budget, you can spend on a credit card, which is exactly what we don't want, right? Make giving and saving a priority. Make giving and saving a priority because contentment is not when you have enough money. Contentment is when you know that whatever you have is enough. Okay, so make giving and saving a priority. Put them right on top of that list. Try some online budgeting tools. They help in very big way. And we have Harsh who will share some interesting tools that he is using. And we have Krishna, who's doing it in a very interesting manner in his own way. So we're going to be talking about how you can do this in the most easy way. Try online budgeting tools. Another one is, yes, please quit comparisons. This is mind-blowing. This is liberating when you stop comparing. Okay, no, I have only this phone. This is a 5-year-old phone, iPhone 7, iPhone 12 is already out. You stop making these comparisons, you'll be in peace. You'll get to your 10 crore much faster than other people who are spending on other things. Doesn't matter. Don't even look at them. So quit comparisons. And lastly, Himanshu, be kind to yourself. It's okay. Okay, it doesn't come easily. It takes time. It takes almost 90 days for you to be at it. Do you go to the gym one night and then lose weight the next day? Does that happen? You got to be at it for at least 3 months, right? You get on a diet plan, you get on a fitness plan. It takes time. Be kind to yourself. You'll see progress happening. Just be kind to yourself and keep at the budget. Trust me, and keep that faith and keep that budget going. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you on how you can do a budget. But more importantly, I'm happy to share with you a particular budget sheet that we built for you, which you can start using right away. A budget replaces fear with hope. Okay, if you're fearful about the future, one thing that will quickly replace budget, your fear, and replace it with hope will be your budget. Okay, it's almost the magic wand. If you're looking for a magic wand to get to 10 crores, this is the first magic wand.